Vandag in die nuus. Betroubare bron na aan 'n 6-jarige kleuter in die Postdien-gemeenskap het Horison Media genader nadat die kind na bewering vir die tweede keer binne minder as 6 maande beseer is terwyl hy onder toesig van sy moeder was. Horison Media is in besit van grafiese beeldmateriaal wat die beserings toon. In belang van die kind se beskerming en waardigheid sal hierdie materiaal egter nie gepubliseer word nie. Die kleuter en betrokke ouers se identiteit word ook beskerm. Die aangeleentheid is by die plaaslike FEB kantoor aangemeld en is aan 'n maatskaplike werker toegeken vir verdere ondersoek. Volgens mevrou Mora, die betrokke maatskaplike werker, is hulle bewus van die situasie en sal 'n huisbesoek vandag plaasvind om vas te stel wat presies gebeur het en om die kind se welsyn te evalueer. Die maatskaplike werker het bevestig dat daar op hierdie stadium nog nie met sekerheid gesê kan word of die kleuter wel mishandel is en of die beserings die gevolg van 'n ongeluk was nie. Sy het egter beklemtoon dat 'n deeglike ondersoek geloods sal word om die feite vas te stel en om te bepaal of enige strafregtelike klagtes oorweeg moet word. Horison Media sal die saak monitor en later die maand opvolg met die FEB oor die vordering van die ondersoek. Mevrou Mora bevestig dat dit hulle mandaat is om sulke gevalle te ondersoek en om veral kinders se regte te beskerm.
Still in Postdien. A major asbestos removal project in Postdien has come to a complete standstill. The project, which aimed to remove hazardous asbestos roofing from approximately 300 homes, was introduced as a critical health and safety intervention for the community. But today, the work has stopped. Local small and medium enterprises, the SMMEs appointed to carry out the project, have laid down their tools. They have submitted a formal memorandum to KPA Civils and the SIOC Community Trust, raising serious concerns about payment rates, sustainable development promises, and the role of local businesses in the broader economic future of Postdien. According to the contractors, the payment rates are simply too low. They argue that under the current structure, no business can operate sustainably or generate profit. And without profit, there can be no growth, no employment expansion, and no long-term development. Earlier commitments, they say, indicated that the project would empower local businesses, especially women and youth-owned enterprises. But many of those involved now believe that the reality does not match the promise. At a meeting held today between KPA Civils and the affected SMMEs, tensions were evident. While KPA arrived with a formal agenda, the small businesses made it clear this was not a general discussion. They want direct answers to the issues raised in their memorandum. The meeting ended without resolution. Although SIOC representatives were not present, a strong message was directed at the company's executive leadership. The SMMEs are demanding a face-to-face meeting with the SIOC CEO and her executive team to address what they view as serious misalignment on sustainable development commitments. In a firm statement, contractors indicated that SIOC leadership is welcome to bring public order policing officials to such a meeting, underscoring the depth of frustration within the community business sector. At the heart of the dispute is a fundamental question: what does sustainable development really mean? KPA Civils indicated that while they are willing to develop high-performing SMMEs within the project scope, broader community development initiatives fall outside their formal mandate. But SMMEs argue that the asbestos removal project is funded through the SIOC Community Trust, supported by mining revenues generated in and around Postdien, and was presented as part of a larger sustainable upliftment strategy. Beyond the contract dispute, small businesses also highlighted ongoing community challenges. Some schools lack proper internet access. Certain early childhood centers struggle with adequate water storage. Dropout rates before grade 10 remain a concern, yet both KPA Civils and SIOC struggle to understand sustainable development programs. For the SMMEs, sustainable development must address these long-term structural challenges, not only short-term interventions. For now, the asbestos removal project remains frozen. Work will not resume, contractors say, until clear commitments and transparent answers are provided by SIOC leadership. Horison Media will continue to monitor developments and engage all relevant stakeholders as this story unfolds. Our Postdien news was made possible by Dreadloos Internet Services, the fastest growing internet service provider in Tsansabani and Katolopi local municipality.
Hi South Africa, my name is Luyo Olompiti, Member of Parliament and member of the Portfolio Committee on Human Settlements. South Africa is facing a dire crisis relating to housing in our country. The DA estimates that 10 million South Africans are waiting for state-subsidized housing. Now we know that the growth of informal settlements in the past couple of years has continued to mushroom, and mostly due to the delay of the delivery of housing opportunities across our country. This has led to land being invaded, land being illegally occupied, and South Africans who are the most vulnerable in our society taking land illegally, mostly by individuals who have coerced, who have used the vulnerability of South Africans to gain an upper hand by informing them and inciting them to illegally occupy land. The DA has a bill right now in Parliament that recognizes the indignity of lack of housing in our country, but also recognizes that the rule of law is one that must be upheld. We understand that there are individuals and organizations that are manipulating the most vulnerable South Africans to occupy land illegally. Now, I want to be clear, homelessness is not a crime, but government failure is. So we ask that South Africans please stand with us as we launch this national petition to recognize and to stop land invasions across the country and ensure that the Department of National Human Settlements enforces and tries to ensure that they deliver housing opportunities to the most vulnerable in South Africa. Please follow our online petition on www.stoplandinvasions.da.org.za.
DA at work, rescuing South Africa.
3 suspects were arrested in Garies on Monday, 2 February 2026 at approximately 10 o'clock on the N7 road for being illegally in possession of protected species in contravention of the Northern Cape Nature Conservation Act 9 of 2009, Sections 3 and 4. The suspects, aged 21, 29, 37 respectively, were apprehended following a high-speed pursuit after they failed to stop when directed by police officials. An off-duty police official who, after receiving information from the station commander of a red VW Golf with 3 male occupants, was allegedly involved in illegal activities related to armadillo-girdled lizards in the area. At approximately 9:45, police members spotted the vehicle and attempted to stop it. The driver drove recklessly in an attempt to evade the arrest. During the pursuit, the complainant observed the suspects throwing objects from the vehicle, which were later identified as armadillo-girdled lizards. The 3 males were successfully apprehended and returned to the crime scene where they were formally arrested. In total, 84 armadillo-girdled lizards were recovered and booked into evidence with an estimated value of 123,000 rand. The Volkswagen Golf was seized as it was used in the commission. The 3 suspects are expected to appear in the Garies Magistrate Court soon. The case has been allocated to the Springbok Stop Theft and Endangered Species Unit for further investigation.
This news was funded by Chief Skills in Cut 2.
What is emotional intelligence, and why does it matter? Emotional intelligence, often called EI, is the ability to understand your own emotions, manage them effectively, and recognize and influence the emotions of others. It is not about being emotional. It is about being emotionally aware, emotionally disciplined, and emotionally mature. Studies across the world show that success in life is not determined by IQ alone. In fact, individuals with high emotional intelligence communicate better, handle pressure more effectively, build stronger relationships, and make better decisions under stress. But this is not just theory. In Postdien, emotional intelligence training conducted at 2 local high schools during 2024 and 2025 showed remarkable improvement in academic performance and learner behavior. Teachers reported better classroom focus, improved discipline, and greater motivation among learners. The results speak for themselves. When emotional intelligence improves, performance improves.
So hierdie program moet ons help om daai in plek te stel sodat ons kan beter leer en beter kan dink oor hoe ons dinge doen, rakens ons gevoelens en dit ook vir ons kom gehelp om te kyk hoe jy dinge kan doen uit 'n ander perspektief uit. Dat jy nie altyd hoef swak te wees en dat daar oplossings kan wees hoe jy dink, hoe jy voel, hoe jy dinge doen.
On the 16th and 17th of February, Achieve Skills will host an intensive 2-day emotional intelligence training session in Cut 2 designed to equip you with practical tools for real life. This powerful training will focus on empathy, understanding others deeply, social skills, strengthening communication, self-reflection, identifying emotional triggers, self-regulation, managing stress and reactions, motivation, building inner drive, a vision, aligning your emotions with your purpose, and much more. If you struggle with conflict, if you feel overwhelmed by life's challenges, if you want to grow as a leader, parent, educator, or professional, then this training is for you. Emotional intelligence is not a soft skill. It is a life skill. Book your seat today and invest in the most powerful asset you have, yourself. Achieve Skills, building stronger individuals, stronger schools, and stronger communities. Brought to you by Horison Media, the proud media and PR partner for Achieve Skills in the Northern Cape.